Ooh, welcome to Bogside Chats, where we're talking everything DeFi Kingdoms and keeping it casual. My name is Matty Pest. Tonight, I am joined, as always, by Franz. Bud, how we doing?
Doing great. Just cooked a big dinner. Had some pan-seared steak. I got a nice sear
Wow,
on it on the top,
wow,
nice sear on the bottom. Had some
impressive.
seared scallops with it too. It was great.
A lot of searing going on.
A lot of sear. And
Is that a joke?
what?
Like sear the class?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Guy might join us in a little bit, but we got a lot to talk about tonight. Last Thursday, the team did the demo for the new Void Hunts. It is Rockbox, which I found quite hilarious. That they're about to go live, or they're going live. They're about to show it. Literally 30 seconds before they show the actual video, Bolon blows it and just says it's Rockbox before the actual reveal. Which I
Yeah, if
thought was
only he were that good at spilling alpha like weeks in advance and not,
no,
seconds in advance. Better for us.
um, yeah, very very good Bolon. That was entertaining. Did you get a chance to look?
Yeah, no, I did. And real quick, the
Yeah.
little joke, I know I didn't tell you I was going to do that with the searing thing, but I'm completely on board with it being the sear at this point as the
Oh
next
yeah.
class. Yeah,
Why is that?
we can get into it. But
Yeah, I
I
want to.
just everything with the speed mechanics, the fact that a lot of their tier 1 abilities increase speed.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this whole Void Hunt is all about the manipulation of time within the battle and the way speed kind of impacts that. And Maddie, I'm sorry. I know you really want it to be pirate, but
I mean, we'll see. I still it's that final note when they said like that this new class has a lot of like coding and like requires a lot of reworking of the whole thing. That note is
that's
still
the time bar.
no. But they're saying like, about the class specifically,
I
and that's
think
why I
you're
think it's
taking.
pirate because pirates like D20 move is like a whole unique thing.
I think, and we love Bolon, so I hope he doesn't take this as a shot. But I think you're thinking more about Bolon's words than he ever does before he speaks. So, like, I think he just kind of said it,
Fair,
But
fair.
well, shout out to the chat. We got Mellow Green Giant in here, KP, Digital Sniper, Skiller. Is that Skiller? And Dags.
I don't know
What's
who that
up?
is.
How you guys doing?
Skiller won another of the boar hunt. He's won two of those. The raffle, like the daily one.
Ghost Panda too. What's up? Oh yeah, I won one of those too.
Yeah, he's won
Recently.
two. I haven't won any. It's
All right.
bullshit.
Well,
What'd you do? How'd you rig
how
it?
many boar hunts do you play today?
I usually try to get 4 in every day.
Okay, that's actually.
I got 4 in like before the 7 o'clock tonight. We'll see if I do them tomorrow. I don't know. It's tough though because I want to do more, but I end up doing like riskier combos. You know what I mean? Like teams I'm not as like confident with. So then I'm like, should I be doing this even right now? I don't know.
Yeah, at this point I have my set heroes, and
Yeah,
I don't get to all of them every day, but I have 8 teams.
impressive.
So.
There he is.
What do you do with 8 teams?
I usually.
Do you do 8 a day? Do you do 8 a day?
So some days. I will say
Wow.
the last 2 teams are below level. Like I have one's a level 15 priest with a level 8 archer and a level 7
How
knight.
many non-traditional character heroes do you have too? Like no skill heroes?
I have a thief and a shapeshifter and a seer now because I just added a seer. But those are all with like the top tier, like the Dex monsters
Seer.
carrying a team.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he can
fair.
carry a team.
Seer must be difficult.
It's like playing 2-on-3. But I have
Right.
it with again the Dex monster and then Knight that I'm
Priest.
gonna do a
Oh,
level
Knight.
on tonight that it's on pace to be the highest Vit Knight in the game, and it's pretty high endurance too. So like when you're using heroes like that, you can carry another.
You can 2v1, yeah.
Yeah. Mellow Green is saying Dragoon and Sage next.
Sure. I'll put money on that.
Shout out to Mellow Green Giant. 1 or 2 pods ago, we were sitting here talking about the next class dropping with the Void Hunt like it was a sure thing, and he was saying, I think it's going to be a little after that. And we were like, no, shut up. You're wrong.
We didn't know. We were not that rude.
Oh, was I just thinking that in my head? Okay. No, but he was right. So it seems like the class is going to be a little delayed.
Yeah, hopefully not that long off the mark, but all right, yeah. Tonight we were all about this demo. We got some other stuff we're gonna talk about. With like Fran said, we got to level up or some other stuff going on with some heroes. But
I am gonna give away 2 heroes too.
Oh yeah, we got a giveaway. We're gonna give away some heroes too.
Did you win something else from Worm?
No. So these real quick. I'm sorry, Maddie. I'm sidetracking you. But
Yeah.
I've had 2 heroes that were missed dark summons that are regular stoned and have been on the market for 50 crystal for the past 3 weeks. And like I think they're decent here. Like they're regular stoned. I feel like they should go for more than that. So unless they sell before the end of the show, I'll give them away.
Oh, very cool. So don't buy them. Is that what you're telling people?
Yeah, I mean all right. So one of them's a uncommon scholar with a lesser insights stone, and the other is an uncommon berserker with a regular insight stone. Not great, but like I feel like they should sell for 50.
Still like unique, especially because it's a regular stone. So
yeah,
it's a pretty significant bump for those ones, and especially on the subclass too. All right, yeah. So here it was. They had a whole slew of people on the stream. Sachet and Winston, Hubert, Workhorse, Beetle Dude, Bolon, like I said, who blew it in the beginning. I think they had somebody else on there too. I don't remember, but
Winston.
Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
Sachet. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Guy, did you get a chance to watch it? I know you might be busy with stuff, but
I did. It was good.
Oh, nice.
Definitely some new mechanics in this fight that I'm excited about, and seems like it's going to be complete opposite of the boars. So big guys should be going down first, not last.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Especially even with where they're set up on the map. You know, like the big guys in front, and then the 2 little ones are behind. But also the moves that they do, I think it's going to be pretty clear. You want to kill the big one first. So
have we established? Are we officially the bad guys killing people at their homes?
That was you missed the pre-show meeting. We were going to talk about that. Are we the baddies? That was a Fran's note.
By the way, speaking of us being the baddies, it's going in and out. Oh, there you go. If you look at Guy's screen, he has a Lannister branded gaming chair.
Yeah. I don't know that's ever been revealed. Has that ever been revealed on the show? Yeah.
It's one of those things I knew.
Not on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's being exposed now.
Are we the baddies? Guy is.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Guy certainly is, yeah. All right, yeah. So let's first I want to walk through just some notes I took really quick about the demo. Obviously we got the one mama, the big one up front, and the 2 little ones. The resurrection. So it looks like the mama resurrects the 2 little ones when they die. And when they get resurrected, they become an egg. And then the egg has a channeling move that turns them back into the babies. So it's kind of like a multi-step process to get there. The channeling move can be interrupted, and you also can kill the egg. But then it also, I think when you kill the egg, it just goes back to being a dead Rockbach, which again, the mother can then resurrect yet again. So it's going to be, the strategy is going to be nuke the mama right away and avoid those resurrections. But the big problem is what we saw in the demo, the babies have a move where they take the damage. If you hit the mama, they will take the damage from it, sort of like a damage debuff that they trigger throughout the battle.
Making me think that silence is going to be important for this go around.
So that is interesting because silence in the way we understand silence right now is you cannot do magic damage-based moves or heals. So I don't know if the damage debuff or the damage distribution buff, I guess I should call it, would be affected by silence. That's actually a good question. I'm sure. I mean, we'll figure it out once this thing is live. But
yeah, the shared damage, is that a physical ability or is that a magical ability?
Right.
And then same thing with this whole egg hatching thing. Is that a magical ability? I'd assume that is. Did you just get an ad?
I just got an ad. Yeah.
Well, so
That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't know what's going on. This is why you need to be here for the. Okay, yeah.
So,
You're
but
doing great.
with the silence mechanic, right? You're talking that's a night move, correct? Is
Mhm.
that anywhere else or just the night?
Of the 4 right now,
Right, right.
Doesn't the archer have silence abilities
I don't think so.
in the middle
I
tree?
don't.
I might be making that up.
No, I don't. It might be silence resistance. I don't believe
But
it's.
so the point that I was going for there, the silence move for the is it Iron Will for the knight? It
Yeah.
only silences him for 1 turn.
Yeah.
Like, why not taunt for 2 turns?
Right.
For relatively same percentage, right? It's 60% chance to silence. The taunt is all right. Well, it's a formula for the taunt, but it's around
Right.
60-65%. So,
And
I don't know.
taunt is kind of a silence in of itself because you can't self-cast.
Right,
And
that's
I
what I
think
mean.
both of these abilities would be the egg wouldn't be
Well, I believe so. Once the mama resurrects it, the egg then has 2 moves possible. I'm sure one's gonna be called hatch, which is the channeling, and then the other one is shield. We saw it in the demo. If it doesn't hatch, like if it gets interrupted, it has a shield move where it puts a shield on itself and just kind of keeps sitting there. But now it's protected by a shield. So I am very curious how silence would interact with the eggs specifically, because I think all those moves are kind of like self buffs, if you will. Maybe that's the wrong word, but I don't know. Initially I thought the same thing. I thought silence is going to be a huge move here, but now I'm kind of rethinking that because silence is specifically for magic damage and healing, and I don't know if these fit into that category.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really looking to change too much with my current kind of loadouts on my heroes.
Well, it seems like it'll be
I guess we'll have to
more.
see.
There's less of a kill window, and it's more of just total output. So
Yeah.
you should care less about like your burst damage, and you should care more about what's your max DPS, whatever, over the longest period of time.
Well, yeah. So one of my first thoughts with this was that I was a little bearish priest, because if the idea is so a lot of my priest squads, right? I'm not able to kill the boars quickly, but I know I'm going to survive because I'm healing, and it might end up being a 15-16 minute game, but I'm going to get the win.
Yeah.
With this kind of meta where they can keep resurrecting, it's more about that speed, and that priest,
Right.
you could say war priest, yes, different things, but for the most part, it's not able to kind of pack the punch that the other heroes are.
Yeah, I think, I especially think the priest warrior knight build might be too weak, because it looks like you need to deal damage fast and hard, and those builds that are kind of the sustain ones, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. You know what I mean? Because especially with the damage distribution buff, like
I'd counter the complete opposite. There's no berserk on the other end of this, right?
Well, there's a slam move that the mama does that slows your speed down, and then the pecking move is the blind, which is, I think everybody has the peck move. So like blind is going to be a problem. And so like if they blind the warrior in that knight warrior priest build, and you can't be dealing damage, I think you're going to be in real trouble.
The same could be said for an archer if that gets blinded. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Like, drop the priest completely and just be all damage, because once you nuke the mama, it seems like it's smooth sailing.
I agree, but I don't think there's necessarily a rush to nuke them, if you will. Like, I don't think it's like if you kill them in 3 turns versus 30 turns, I don't think it's necessarily any different.
Well, I mean, the difference is that it's resurrecting the chicks the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not targeting the chicks.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You're targeting mama.
Yeah, but then it's just a war of attrition, how long you could stay alive. I mean,
but I think this is going to be a war of attrition fight. Is my point. I don't think it's necessarily this big blitz aspect.
maybe, but the continued resurrecting. See, yeah, that's also something that's interesting. I don't think I saw this. There's no straight up heals. It's only the resurrecting is the only healing mechanism that I think they showed. So it's not like the little ones have that nuzzle move anymore. Like at least not that we were shown during this demo. Now I will want to mention they did say
Yeah.
there's at least one, if not multiple moves that they did not show us on purpose to like keep that a mystery. But I didn't see any healing from.
Well, Maddie, to that point, that there is stuff that they didn't show us. The
Yeah.
last time what we didn't see was Rampage, right?
Right.
And
Was
when
the
you think
binding.
when you think of the boar puzzle, Rampage is the key to that whole puzzle. That's what makes it a puzzle.
I agree.
When I look at this, I don't see the puzzle aspect. This seems like a brute force type of campaign,
Right.
which I don't think will be the case. So it seems like there's a pretty large mechanic that isn't being revealed yet. But
That's
right
fair.
now, it does seem like, like Guy said, there's no Rampage. There's no incentive to let them channel. There's no window right now that we need to kind of play for. So, kind of just go at them. It's
Right.
any kind of interrupts that I've heard a lot of people, we're not the first to say this, but the Gore staff seems super important in this.
Yeah.
Because it has a 25 to 30% chance of interrupting on a basic attack.
Yeah.
So that's helpful.
Yeah. But again, you're right. Obviously, I think there is still a big piece we're not seeing, but I'm very inclined to agree with you of dropping the priest. Just because the resurrects are going to outmatch your healing long term. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. But then it comes into the whole other part of this, right? Is the economy side of it, and how many potions do I want to be burning? And I know we're gonna get into all that.
Yeah, yeah.
When you don't have a priest, you're using at least a few potions, probably. So.
Right. Let me finish going through like the main stuff that I saw. The Mama has a slam move. That is a channeled move. It then floats up in the air and like slams all three of them. And I think that's also how you get the speed decrease is that move. Then the pecking move is one that blinds everybody, and blinding again is 50% chance you miss, and it's forever. It lasts basically the entire battle, unless the battle has for some reason like 50 like moves, which I don't think is possible. I don't know if the little ones can also do the blinding peck. I thought I saw them doing a peck move.
Yeah, peck and blinder, they can.
They also all three of them can do that.
Unless someone in chat wants to correct me, I believe yes. All three of them can do pecky blinder.
Which, when we talk about potions, I think that's going to make the anti-blindness even more important. And also, I like that it's a cheap little one, so I'll probably be making some of those. Yeah. One thing, they didn't show everything. Oh, this is also interesting. I know this is me being like overly, critical and analyzing it. They didn't use taunt. Sachet was the one playing it, and he didn't bring taunt with any of the heroes that he had in the demo. That could just be like whatever.
Is that a flex? Or
What's the point of taunting?
Well, hypothetically, taunting would stop the Mama from resurrecting. It would stop.
Right.
It would stop the AOE that the Mama has. It would stop the resurrection. Hypothetically, like if it's an egg, you know what I mean? Like the eggs can't resurrect if they're taunted. I don't know why you would do that, but like hypothetically, taunt seems super important here.
Yeah.
Again, it could just be whatever. Like he just didn't bring a hero with taunt, but like I find it curious.
It's a different kind of way of using taunt. Right now in the boars, we have a very pointed, specific reason for using taunt, whereas this seems like it could be, again, pending new mechanics. It could be more of like a freelance taunt where you're just kind of using it as much as you want to influence what the Rockbot can do.
Yeah. I feel like that's maybe a good point. I'm so worked up about taunt in the boar hunts because it's incredibly critical at certain moments that I was so surprised not to see it here. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't matter for this fight, really. All right, let's talk about these potions. So they revealed that we're going to be using the battle budget and battle inventory system. They gave us some numbers. I don't think these numbers are like permanent forever. This is just what they're going to be using in this void hunt. So your battle inventory total amount is 30 stone, and in battle you're going to have 15 stone available to use. The weights there of each of them. Can you zoom in a little bit on that? On the weights.
You want me to do everything?
Yeah. So of the 15, here's where you're going to be pulling from these different weights. The 30 is just going to be the filling in the inventory, and these numbers will fill in that 30. I think the most important, obviously, is that the regular health vial and the regular mana vial are 3, which I think is a great cheap price. You can just fill up your inventory with those pretty much and use 15, so 5 of them, hypothetically, in a maximum amount in a battle. The max potions, the full heal and the full mana, are 8, which I think is expensive, but it does do a lot with the 100% of your hit points. And then also, very interestingly, is the swiftness. The swiftness is 9, which I think is insanely high. It does give you plus 90 speed. 50 ticks is going to be 2 to 3 rounds. I think the whole bar is 25 ticks. So maybe that's a game changer for like ninja, somebody with insane agi, a shapeshifter who's got jacked up agi. Perhaps putting a swiftness potion on him will get him like 3 or 4 turns in between the rock box, and maybe that's worth it. But in my mind, this is so expensive that I don't think I'm going to be using it ever. Now, when I say expensive, I mean the weight value of it. I'm not talking about the price of it.
Pretty expensive price-wise, too.
And also, yeah,
I could see
yeah,
an all agi, all swiftness potion team being a really interesting build, but I think that's more PvP related and not necessarily geared towards these games.
Yeah, I mean, especially because looking at boar hunts, we were just talking about this, like how many you were doing a day. It's going to be more of a like marathon with this, of like you need to just be doing them daily in and out. I don't think you're going to be spending swiftness potions on it,
But also, I mean, for those of us that have 500 plus heroes, or even 200 plus heroes, right? You're able to make enough materials to craft these things. We're not necessarily going to need to go buy them. I think what this adds that is going to be interesting is the different kind of makeshift. Hey guys, I did it this way. Like right now, it was exciting when the first person did it with like I think Worm might have done it with all 3 priests, right?
Right.
He's like, well, I beat with 3 priests. That's really cool. Now it
was
could be
cool.
things like, hey, I did it, and also like what Guy was just describing. I did it with all swiftness potions, 3 thieves.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's novelty to it. It's fun.
Yeah, there's more different things that could be done.
Yeah. I have to. I'd love to get your guys' opinion. Like, are you thinking what I'm thinking of? Like, I'm just going to fill my inventory with the cheap health potions and the cheap mana vials, and just kind of have them. Maybe I'll put like 1 full health as like an emergency, and I'll have it in my inventory.
Based on this game mechanic specifically, you want to bring at least a couple anti-blinds.
Oh, and anti-blinds too, and also something really interesting about these is the initiative that you get back. So especially the anti-blind and anti-poison when we have it, but they give you 500 less initiative. So basically, you're taking a half turn. You're not taking a full turn when you use these potions.
I think
which
that's
is also
a really smart mechanic. That's really
great. But the health potion, the little health potion, and the little mana give back kind of like a third, a third of your turn. Whereas like the full potion is going to be your full turn. It's just the potion, and then you move back into the initiative wherever wherever that may fall. So yeah, anti-blind. Yeah, I'll have some anti-blind. I'll have some health, but I'm probably going to go all little ones.
Well, so how about this? Can we talk about what we would bring in terms of the boar fight? Because it feels a little disingenuous to sit here and like we don't know. Like, oh, I'm going to bring all of this. I'm going to bring all of that. We haven't even seen the fight yet. You know what I mean? Like, but with the boars, we know what it is. Right? Like, how are you going to stock up for that? Is it still going to just be, health vials and mana vials?
I think I could confidently say I'll just fill it with those cheap ones, those little ones. Like I said, maybe I'll have 1 full health because I have, you have 30, so you have the room for it, and just leave it in the inventory as an emergency, kind of trigger. But I doubt I'd ever use it.
Yeah,
Did the
and
team confirm this is the final list, or are there more potions out there?
well, so that's a good question, right? Because didn't Hubert say that the Crystal Veil items were going to factor in? I was expecting revised potion ingredients, or maybe not so much revised, but addition of other potions that were going to use those. Did we ever get follow up on that?
No, as far as I'm concerned, other than people were trolling Bolon, saying that Bolon did say new potions, but he actually didn't say that, but everyone was trolling him. But yeah, I think that's a fair question of is this the end of the list? I don't think they've said that for sure. I remember what you were talking about, Franz, and I don't think there was ever follow-up.
The question that was asked is, what would you use in the boar fight? I'm shocked we don't have like a cure bleed potion.
Yeah, but
Isn't
what
that
is
kind of
that?
like
That's just health.
like lore wise?
Yeah.
What would it be, like a bandage? Like I feel like
be
the kind of thing that you keep bleeding until you stop bleeding.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's
that'd be like an item. I feel like that'd be like tourniquet.
Right.
like a.
But like, there's a way to do it through potions, like some kind of toxin that's like reduced the bloodstream. I don't know.
Antidote.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Guys,
I don't know.
Blood thinners on it.
Exactly.
mid boar fight. Yeah, I would love to see some new items and include the new new fish and plants.
Consumables.
New consumables. There you go.
There we go.
But
Dak's name's going into the giveaway twice.
For the boar fight, I would probably go all vials and maybe like 1 or 2 toughness potions. But like, I don't know. I never really have a problem with my tanks and boar fights and breath.
KP prefers edibles.
That's funny.
It's a PG stream, family friendly stream.
Yeah. Toughness potion is an interesting one. Gain physical damage or reduction, physical damage reduction, and then 200 back. I don't know. I feel like that would be interesting to use on somebody who's not typically a tank, and maybe allowing them to tank when you need it. If your knight goes down and your archer's just the one left in the front.
Well, so I think I'm having an issue right now conceptualizing the amount of ticks. Like 70 ticks. Okay, I understand what that means on the screen. But like I feel like you have to play a little bit to really like feel and know what 70 ticks is. I feel like a lot of these kind of fringe potions, like the magic resistance, the toughness, things like that, once we get to PvP, that's going to be something that you can like build a strategy around and use with purpose.
I agree.
Right now, not very excited by them. Like if I need a toughness potion, I should just have a hero that's tougher, and I'll go to the pit and make one. Yeah.
No, I think that's fair. I think also it becomes interesting when the thief goes live and he has actual moves that affect the battle budget and the battle inventory. Or potentially doing stuff where he's like actually attacking and using a potion in the same instance. I think that makes it much more interesting.
Well, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, I have my thief that has very high agi. I'm gonna send him in with a swiftness potion or 2, like right off the bat,
to see how it works.
Just see how often I can get him to move, because he already moves pretty damn often.
Yeah, like and going back to what you're saying, like we don't even know what plus 90 speed really means.
Right. For 50 ticks.
Yeah.
Give me that in a percentage base. Is that like what's an average?
I don't know.
Now
that's unclear. They gave us the speed formula, but like I can't do math.
No, my priest is 91 speed that I'm using right now, so it's like 2 turns for everyone.
For that hero,
yeah. So if you have a guy who's already moving fast,
it shows you the speed. You have to go into the boar hunt section and see that.
It's on the menu, right? Yeah.
So
it's like in the, you know what I mean, like in the game.
Yeah. No, I'm going to it now. So, I'd have to go in game. I can't see that.
I'm in a
right.
as I usually am.
So you can see it in the setup screen by going to select abilities, but because there's no codex for the thief, I can't click that button. So
Oh shit! Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
that
look
makes
at it
sense.
later. Let's see. How high is the Agi? Sarge wants to know. I hate talking about my heroes, but
Mm-hmm.
it is a 65 Agi thief at level 16.
Damn.
Ninja sub and mythic, no big deal. No big
Is
deal.
it the high? It's the highest in the game, right?
Highest in the game. That's what they tell me. I haven't looked. I haven't taken.
Who
the
told you
time.
that?
You know, the
But still-
ADFK Alphas medals. told me
Yeah, that is a really cool
Check
new
them
function
out.
they have.
Really
Yeah,
cool function. See, I spun that into.
yeah, that was
Good.
great.
Yeah.
Good plug.
So what I was saying about the swiftness potion, it's plus 90 speed. It's not percentage based. So if
No.
you've got a thief that has 200 speed, he's only getting plus 90. It's not
but that still
100%.
is significant. I would hope.
It's
But yeah,
less-
I see what
it's
you mean.
less significant.
If it was a percentage, based, then it'd be awesome for those, for Francis Hero.
Right.
Also, are you still using the double bubble strategy?
Oh yeah.
He's
For
trying
sure.
to make
Wow.
it a thing.
He's trying to make double bubble a thing.
Double
not-
bubble is not a thing. It's not going to happen.
Well, I don't even bubble my warriors. The problem.
Oh, you bubble the priests themselves?
Yeah. Well, I just got.
What's your win rate with this ridiculous setup that you go
probably
with?
70-80%?
That's such bullshit. I would love
Wait,
anyone who can access the blockchain to go verify that.
Wait, what
I
level are they?
Probably lose one match every 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Wait, what level is the challenge?
13.
Oh, damn.
Because my warrior is level 15, so I just leveled them.
I see. Okay. Do you use the cleave, or what do you use for level 15 on him?
I barely use it, but I used enough.
Huh.
Warrior
Yeah, I don't have enough level 15 heroes to like actually get into them, because some of them are fun. I mean, the priest ones are insane.
Yeah.
I mean the double bubble. He's got
The
me saying
team,
it. Team bubble is good, but the war priest is. I've been using priests, and I said earlier in the show, I've been using level 15 priests to carry low level heroes, because if you can get the average level of boar that you're fighting low enough,
right?
That 200 damage that you get from
The war priest.
The war priest.
Remember that? Whatever that
move.
Yeah.
Holy Wrath. It can be deadly. It's really good.
I've got that on one of my priests. It's pretty awesome.
All right. A couple other notes. So some of this was from their stream, but then also Winston went on with Sargent last Friday. I got to go on with him too and ask him some questions. The new loot. So very interesting. The loot is actually for both now. So the boar hunts is actually going to be updated, and you're going to be eligible to get all. They said 5 to 7 new pieces. They didn't specify whether it was weapons or armor. I imagine we're going to start getting into armor, just because if it's just 7 more weapons, I don't know. I feel like they got to start mixing it up. But one specific thing Winston did call out is that there's going to be 2-handed weapons. I'm assuming like a war hammer or an axe or a big sword, big great sword. Yeah, broadsword. That was kind of fun. That was specifying one of them. I think interesting for warriors and knights. It'll mean you have to drop the shield if you want to use it, which would be a fun strategy decision. Do you want the damage? You got to drop the shield if you want to use the 2-handed sword.
That is very interesting. I wasn't thinking about that. And I think we need to see. We can't unequipped weapons right now, right?
No.
Just to see what we do.
You can only add if you have the gore, whatever. You can't.
No, right. But that's not what I was saying. I was saying unequipping the shield just to see how it affects the defense and the endurance. I'm sure it's a significant amount.
Well, and it's the information of the defense that you get is in that spreadsheet that they shared a while ago. That had all the weapon details.
It's a lot of numbers.
It was a lot of numbers. Yeah, it was. I don't blame you.
I looked at it in the game, figure it out.
I think we've talked about this. We've talked about this specific spreadsheet several times, and we've asked you to please read it and tell us what it means.
Do we remember that
you have not done it? What?
We found out that I'm missing channels in the main DFK Discord.
What?
From our Fight Club days.
Are you blocked? You're
Yeah,
blocked?
no, yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, when we put Fight Club into the main DFK Discord, they changed our permissions to
Oh,
like let
wow.
us access things.
Right.
And when they changed it back, they like removed a ton of channels from Guy. He doesn't have general chat.
What? No,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
It's
lot
weird.
of things.
But
Wow.
so you guys kept talking about this spreadsheet, and I spent like a good hour looking for it. France did
All right.
send it to me though,
I'll
so
send it
like
to you, yeah,
that
or-
excuse isn't valid anymore.
But anyways, that spreadsheet goes through because all the weapons are level 10 kind of basics, and they all one of the pages is shields. And I think there's two different ones, meaning I think the warrior and the knight have two different shields.
I just
So will
I
be
think
interesting to see.
It would be cool if we got a good shield too, right?
Right,
if
that'd
you're
be an
gonna- if
awesome
you're gonna
item
put
drop,
in
yeah.
a broadsword and give us the ability to take away the shield. I would like to see a unique shield item.
And also, I mean, I highly doubt it, but like wild stuff like can Archer use shields? Can a priest use a shield?
Well, that goes
Probably
back to our
not.
conversation of if I put down my bow, can I still use multi-shot?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I think
Yeah.
we said we were going to ask that AMA question.
Yeah,
we
we should
never
ask that
did.
AMA question. Yeah.
Does someone in chat want to do that for us? No, it's the concept of like, and I would have to imagine that even if my archer is holding a shield and a sword, it can still do its abilities, right?
Right.
But
Right.
it's a weird in between where it's like now there are arrows firing out, where there are arrows coming from.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Dag's asked. Oh, and Metal Green Giant too.
And what's the result?
You can't.
Did we miss something?
Okay.
Or
So
is it
there's
just-
you
never a reason.
You
why
have to have the proper weapon equipped for like the archer abilities. You have to have
Yeah,
a bow equipped.
Dag saying he was annoyed. I don't love that either.
Yeah.
It kind
Well,
of
like what is like
stifles the creativity.
well the idea of
Like, would
like
an
stuff
archer
like
be good with a sword and a shield? Probably
No.
not. But like, if I
No.
can find a weird way to make it good,
yeah.
I would like to be able to do that.
Because the other thing is like they're talking about weapons being like stat based in the sense of like you have floors you need stats at in order to make a weapon viable. But our heroes, yes, archers are best at dex. But if you from level 1 to level 20 like dedicate agility or dedicate endurance for an archer, you can actually end up with an archer with a decent amount of any stat. So it can
Yeah.
create those unique builds if
Yeah.
you have this crazy weapon that could be a unique case for someone.
Yeah, well, so I agree with both people in chat right now discussing this. Dag saying goes against everything D&D taught me, and he was annoyed. And then Metal Green Giant saying that it makes sense. What do you want to be able
Right.
to do a rapid shot without a bow? Like, I agree with both those sides.
Yeah.
You're both right, but like,
This would be a very like video game thing that we'd be asking for of like, suspending reality so that we could do this. So I get it, right? When you look at like logic, it doesn't make sense, but like it's video games. So like who cares?
yeah, I don't know. Let's change the subject because like I'm in this in between where like I don't know what to say because I feel both sides.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. But also like man, it should be dependent on the move. Like I think you're right. Like the taunting, why can't you taunt with the bow? You could taunt with a bow. I mean, I don't know, maybe not.
It kind of stifles the effectiveness of subclasses.
Yeah. But also wait, I think they talked about
maybe
this. You might be able to switch interchangeably without using a move, which would kind of also be suspending reality and kind of bullshit. If you could just like switch just sword and shield with
Now
your
that
archer.
initiative is a thing, it's probably going to be like switching abilities is 100 initiative or whatever.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I could see it be a 10%.
Where it doesn't take a full turn, but it
Yeah.
does take some kind of time. I think what they're creating, just to go like big picture here for a second, what they're creating with this time system, this time bar, like I think it is truly unique. I don't want unique's a weird word because I'm sure you can find something out there that's done something like this. I know Final Fantasy IV had an interesting kind of time lapse within the battles. But they're making something different. They're not making some like you see a lot of projects out there that are just copycats of other projects, and like how many different Pokemon fucking
right
reprints are we doing? this is something that is unique, and I think can lend itself to a very interesting PvP setting once we get there. So
Yeah, no, I agree. I applaud them, and also I get it. Like, they're trying to create something super cool, so it's going to take time. That's another. I want to put a pin in that because I don't think we're going to get anywhere today. But I think there is an AMA question there to be asked about switching between class and subclass and the moves and stuff like that. But let's move on now because I don't think we're going to solve it right now. Right. We kind of moved on from potions, but I do want to talk about the potions change that they did to like the economics of potions. So with some updates, they also had some quality of life updates, like the requeue for questing is actually excellent. I know you guys are all. I mean, I have my helper wallet too, but the main wallet that I kind of fuck around with, it's very nice. The requeue is very convenient. But along with that update, they did this potion update where every potion became a potion crate, and they gave you 4 times the amount of potions, and then they changed the price to potions to it dramatically decreased the amount of tiers that it costs to make potions. Did you guys get a chance to see this? What are your thoughts on this change? I have some opinions on it, but I want you guys to go first.
First reaction was a little annoyed by it, of like, hey, we've been talking about this full game loop, and we want the game loop to be a thing. We want items to actually be valuable. But I think more importantly, we want combat to be mainstream. We want everyone comfortably being able to play it. And you don't want to necessarily make every single match too expensive. So my first reaction was like, oh, another major effect to the whole in-game economy loop. But then kind of like letting it sit in for a little bit, like I do kind of agree with the direction they're going.
Yeah, same kind of thing. I've been providing liquidity with health and mana vials for a while now. I was gearing up, like getting ready to go. I didn't like it initially. I think from like the team's perspective, they were facing a scenario where if potions where they want us to use a lot of potions, they want us to be using potions in a game sense and not be to be thinking about the game and not thinking about the economy when we're going to use these things. And so having them be too expensive, I think that can almost make people not want to play the game, right?
Yes, I agree.
They want them to be so cheap that. And another thing, they didn't lessen the price of them in anything but tiers. Tiers are the only change, and tiers right now already at a healthy valuation, a healthy price, right? And we'll still go up because we're still going to be using tiers, not as many as we thought. But all the other items are still being burned the same as they were 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago to make these potions.
I was disappointed because I think there were a lot of people who were kind of banking on the price to like go through the moon for some of these potions. I didn't have that many, but like I certainly had a decent little pile. But I know a lot of people that were like 1,000, 2,000 plus, and really were hoping that the prices were going to get insane. And I kind of think who knows? Obviously, this is speculation, but like I feel like if the prices did start to get like they didn't change the tier prices, and we started playing the Rockbach Void Hunts, and the prices for potions just kept going up and up and up and got insane, I feel like that would have gotten attention of like, hey, these guys playing this game, their in-game items are getting like to wild prices. Like that would have gotten attention, I feel like, from people who are not associated with the game, that would have made headlines, quote unquote, put that in quotes, but that would have gotten attention out there, I think. I understand you don't want potions to be a detriment to people playing the game, but I also think this little adjustment that they made, I don't know, it's going to change up the economy in a way that I think a lot of people weren't expecting. So
but I think all that can still happen, right? I don't think
this
change
true.
Stops. Like I think the price of these potions is still going to go up.
Right.
I think the team is less focused on the shininess of price go up and attention coming in,
Right.
and more focused on, one thing they haven't really done much of throughout the years is change drop rates and change, like they seem to like want to get it right the first time. There've been
Yeah.
adjustments, but
Yeah.
I think it's still going to be healthy for the community, for the ecosystem, and it's not going to skyrocket up as quickly, but everything's still going to go up.
And also, I get it, because I want people to be like, oh, I want to do this. I need potions for this? Oh, and they're like, if they're too expensive, I'm out. Like, I want people to come in and be like, all right, let's check out what's going on. Potions, great. I'll buy a couple. Like, I do want that, so I understand maybe trying to hedge that price increase.
I think, to summarize what I was trying to say before, and I think I started through it a little bit, they're giving us a battle budget of 15 weight. I think they want us using it every match.
Right.
And yeah. I think that with the previous costs, they were worried that we were going to be trying to do it without a potion and losing, or with just one potion and losing. Like, they'd rather, we don't think, again, they don't want us thinking about the economy while we're in game. They want us thinking about the game while we're in game. So
yeah, that's a fair assessment.
But I hope prices still go up so that I can feed my family off DFK.
I don't know how to reply to that. Yeah, I hope you can feed your family. All right, that was all the notes I had on the demo and potions.
Can I do a level up quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Who are we looking at?
Gather your thoughts. Guys, should I stay on this? You got the win.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're good. I'll let you know if I get a drop.
Also, shout out my just saw Twitter. Shout out to Sergeant Filthy McNasty, who just got a Gore Blade, a Dragon Mask, and a Moksha
in one go.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
Awesome. We're gonna switch this tab.
Right. I didn't. There's something's going on. Dag stole something from Sergeant.
What?
Yeah, there's a feud going on online right now.
We really need that next Void Hunt. All right. So this guy, I already have him up. So this is a Knight Paladin. Has a few different highest vitality for level 20 at level 15.
Oh shit.
So I made this guy on stream. Paladin sub.
Right.
He has 55.
Wait, what's his vitality? What's the percentage?
56 vitality. He 84% chance primary, 41% chance on secondary.
Damn.
Yeah, he's got his dex a little low.
That's okay.
But so I've stopped using greater vit stones on him, or crystals on him, because he's at 56 vitality, and at the end of the day, the vitality, yes, it translates to HP, but within the battle, it has that auto cleanse. But besides that, doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to just be high HP, but taking a lot of damage each time because he had no defense. So I've started using greater endurance on him.
I was gonna say the Knight Codex has way more endurance-based stuff too. So.
Right. Exactly. So.
Also, I do want to shout this out really quick, Dags. The battle budget. They have not confirmed or denied like what the battle budget is going to be. They've said this is what it is for the Void Hunt, but like in the future, it may be based on the heroes or not based on the heroes, or like based on something else. This is just what they've chosen for the Void Hunt, because I do think it'd be very interesting if the battle budget was based on your heroes, and I hope they do something with that in the future.
Do we feel like all of the stats are equally balanced? Like, do you think Vitality's better than Dex, or Dex is better than Agi? Do you think any of the stats as in a vacuum are stronger or weaker at this point?
Dex.
I think Dex probably.
Dex then Agi.
I'd put Vitality ahead of Agi, but those would be my top three. Dex, Vitality, Agi.
Because to my point of like, I could see strength in the battle budget being like some level of correlation, but strength ties to taunt, it ties to your basic attacks. Like, I don't know if it necessarily needs a buff.
Dex
Endurance.
Endurance needs some love.
Yeah. Well, wisdom
Tank
has the
Nation
magic
doing that.
accuracy.
Luck is a big stat, and we wanted to pull up the.
Oh right, yeah. They were talking about that on some other stream.
Um,
I think it was Mythic Squad. Like luck is in like almost every formula.
wait, I'm gonna pull something up. I have the formulas handy.
But I'm never gonna spend my time. Yeah, I'm never gonna spend my time leveling up unless it's somebody who has decent luck already. A thief, ninjas have decent luck. Bards. I'm not gonna. I'm never gonna. My primary is never. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I've done primary luck for thieves, but my primary usually luck's gonna be like that secondary one. I'm never gonna pick it as the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I think the primary stat for whatever class you have should be what you're guaranteeing. But
Right.
I mean, I look at this chart and it makes me think I should be throwing luck in there more often.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
I don't know. The fact that Dex is also block, that
Yeah.
to me dexterity is still king.
Yep.
And I think that's okay if that is king. Like I don't
Yeah.
think we need any nerfs or anything. Please don't nerf Archer.
I mean, I assume. Well, I don't know. On the basic, I assume it's part of the basic attack. I think strength is probably like most of it, but Dex might be in it too, of like the base like formula.
Definitely plays a part. I don't have it up, but
no, we don't know it. We don't know the basic attack formula.
oh,
like,
it's not out there.
Yeah, I mean, we know from playing that like people with higher strength generally do more damage. Like we know that, but like we don't know for sure like what is at play and how it works. So
Am I the only one? And maybe this goes into why I don't like warriors much. I don't really see a difference when I have a high dex archer, and I have archers of all different levels of dex. I see the difference in their attacks if they have 60 dex or 40 dex or 30 dex. I don't really see it with strength as far as a difference in damage. Is that just me not noticing it? Or
are you referring to their like codex moves or their basic attack?
Both.
I mean, like I have a warrior who's got 42 strength, and I see his basics hit much harder than the guys with 20.
Okay.
I mean,
Same.
Like I've noticed that.
I've got a PJ warrior that's 47 strength.
Oh yeah.
And the basics just hit harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, maybe it's just me not playing with warrior enough. Okay. Back to this level up.
Yeah, let's see it. What does he need for like to be on pace?
He's already the highest vit for level 20 for knight.
Oh shit. Okay.
So nothing, but I'm going for endurance. It's gonna be endurance, vit, and then I guess I have to go strength. I kind of want to go dex because it's below average. Now I'm thinking luck.
Raw wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go endurance. We're also going greater stone. Shout out
Greater
Carrot for selling me all my stones.
Greater. Wait, what? Greater endurance.
Fortitude. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I should just go strength. Going strength. So,
I'll mention now. Worm is going live after us, and he is going to have the aforementioned Dags on with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The two of them have a rivalry too, so it's going to be contentious, I'm sure.
Yeah, they do. Oh, I didn't share the right tab, but I'm also now having issues with. Hold on, I'm just gonna restart the bot here or sync it.
Checking my notes. Checking Fran's notes.
Not getting any pop up. This is a fail. What was the next topic?
That was it. We kind of hit all the topics.
Huh.
All of this. You can go back to me. I've got a double knight archer team that's doing well.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't even get this to pull up. Nope, wrong screen. I'll work on this on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to do the giveaway too. We're giving.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway.
I'm trying to fix this. Can you get the wheel started?
Oh, I hate doing the wheel.
I'll do it in a minute.
I can do it in 250 health.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, for all the viewers out there, like, this was a tough show to do because,
Excuse
like,
me? How dare you?
hold on. This is a tough show to do. There's a chance that we get the new Void Hunt tomorrow,
I
if
know.
not next week. Like, we all know it's around the corner, so like to come on here and speculate on things that we're gonna have in a few days, like that. I guess
Tough.
I'm saying thanks for sticking with us. We know this wasn't our best work, but we're excited to do another show after the Void Hunt drops.
I feel like it was my best work.
Well, you did great, Maddie.
You're able to just conjure up topics out of thin air. I don't
Wait,
know
Guy, how many weapons do you have? I feel like you always have weapons on your knights.
I did sell my one bow that I had. So
for what?
I don't know, 1,400, 1,600, something like that.
That's good. You just won, by the way.
Oh, did I? Nice.
Eric's saying he wants to go back and
rewatch
the first Bogside episode. So Dags did this recently. It was Dags or Mega. So one of you tagged me in the Jors pod and gave me a link. Oh man, that was hard to listen to.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was us right before the Perilous Journey.
Oh yeah.
Said some of the most ridiculous stuff. Oh my god, I was getting angry listening to it. We were
actually, wait.
bullish.
Did you listen last night to Sarge was on with KP?
No, not yet. I'm going to.
Well, Guy, at the very end, KP asked him like, who from the community should I have on next? And like, obviously, I was a smart ass, so I was like, Sarge, don't say me. I wrote that in the chat, and then immediately KP was like, yeah, I'd love to have Guy Kid on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
KP's a Guy Kid super fan.
I know. I would love a Guy Kid KP episode. That'd be great.
That would be an interesting.
Wait, did you do level up?
All right,
we would like potentially open spreadsheets in that.
There you go. So I got.
Oh my god.
My MetaMask is now pulling up again, so I'm going to be able to do the level up.
I feel like you should go on and just show them all your spreadsheets. You guys would have a ball with that. I would love if Fran started trolling our old videos. Like, who are these idiots?
Yeah. What's the dark 088 or something on Twitter? That's actually me when I get salty. It's my anti-DFK burner.
I'm sure you have multiple alts. I'm not.
I already told you guys I have an alt for AMA questions that I
know.
made when I made during a saltier time.
Bolon wants to know what it is. He's dying to know.
If he can't figure it out, then he doesn't deserve to know. It's very obvious. All right, here we go. I'm going with strength. I don't like it, but yeah.
So this is the highest vitality knight / any.
No,
right?
no, not / any. It's on pace to be. Okay. No, they're Dread Knights. I don't think it has a chance to be highest fight of anybody. But it is slated to be the top HP hero in the game by level 20.
Interesting.
Again, like that could go incredibly south, right?
I was gonna say I have a paladin. I have a mythic paladin at level 11 with 870 health, who is the highest level 11. It's highest level 11 hit points. He actually, I think he's the highest level 13. Also, again, shout out ADFK. The like alphas page they have is very fun to mess around with. Yeah,
because like I was always doing that on DFK Analytics, but it takes a long time to load all the heroes on DFK Analytics. You get it with a click of a button on ADFK. Yeah,
it's very cool.
Ooh. All right, I don't hate it. I mean,
not bad.
Dex point. I really would have liked the Dex point. I got 2 in the endurance.
Yeah, strength hurts though.
Oh, this is the big thing. This was good.
Oh, that's no! Miss, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the lowest, right?
Yeah, that's a small.
Oh no!
Let's see where we stand. Go right back here. All right, now
that endurance is actually insane.
16. Endurance is good, but like this HP, man, just needs to.
Yeah.
And again, by level 100, I think this guy's going to be just fine. But
Right.
I only have 4 more level ups for level 20, and that's where I think,
Yep.
yeah. Mel Green Giant making fun of my knight's dexterity. It hits just fine, all right? And it doesn't need to hit because it has a very strong archer behind it. It just needs to
Yeah.
sit there and take shots.
It just needs to be in the way. Yeah.
I do have an archer level up 2.
This is the fun one, right? This is a mythic.
It's a mythic. It's not like a rarity level though.
Oh.
This guy has the potential to overtake my super dex archer. He needs some help on
Oh, is he questing? Oh.
Yeah. He needs some help on level ups. Or on rarity, I mean.
Oh, the one wing and the plague mask looks really cool.
You like this guy? Green.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that tail?
Tail's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was a mistake. So it was a greater swiftness stone. It's still good.
On a archer? That's still awesome.
No, it's very good, but like I play with a lot of greater dex stones, right? So like when you put him side by side, oh, he's not ready yet. He needs to do one more quest.
Oh.
Talk about something else.
I already told you I'm out of topics.
There was nothing
we're
on.
already like 10 minutes past we have nothing to talk about.
There was nothing on my notes page that we could talk about.
Well, I do love. I think we mentioned it, but I do love the joke of "Are we the baddies?" Because we're beating up more babies and their mamas.
Yeah.
And Winston made a joke about it, saying like, "The rock box struck first, so don't worry about it." But I was like, I don't know.
Well, that's bullshit. I mean, who's writing that news article, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, they did make a point of they added some crystals to the environment.
Right.
That they're
The nest the nest has void shards in it, so like the void is influencing them.
I think we need to run some more tests on these void shards. I mean, who's conducting these experiments to say these void shards are bad? You know,
That's a good point.
I don't know, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go along that line of joking too much more because I start sounding like anyway. But I think it would be very funny if this is all Workhorse and Hubert like sat down one day and they were like, yeah, no, the heroes are the bad guys. How long could we string these players along? And then once they actually put lore in, like it's like we all have that like realization, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Why didn't we see all the signs?
Why have we been destroying the environment?
We've been killing literal families. Like every bad guy that we've had so far is a fucking family. It's a mother with 2 children every time.
That's anti-factorial players out there, by the way.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said either. But yeah, I think we are the baddies. And what an amazing reveal if they just straight up just say that, like, yes. Like,
nothing else on my notes?
Let me see.
I gave you a long list of notes. It's bullshit.
Yeah, and half of these we've already talked about already. You use the same notes. It's the same notes. You just add to it.
I thought we were supposed to be skimming the notes once they've been addressed.
I thought I did delete all the things that were already.
Oh, all right. This was you being nitpicky. I didn't want to talk about it, but Winston said when you can use them, referring to Resurrection and Second Life.
He made a comment that was like when these are available and when you can use them. That made me think that there are going to be specific times when you can use, like even once everything's implemented, times when you can. That's it. Oh. Right, this one's still far. Oh, it's still. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this level up tonight. I'll post it on Twitter.
I think that was just. I don't know. I think you're reading too much into that.
I think that the way that they balance Second Life and Resurrection is that they add channeling to it.
Yes.
How so?
You have to channel to use that move.
But like,
how do you do that for Second Life?
Second Life, I guess Resurrection I understand, but Second Life, how does it?
Second Life, could it be like the egg mechanic?
Seems like there's a baby on that side that has some comments.
Yeah, my little egg has something to say about it.
I struggle with that because would you be controlling your hero as an egg? Is what you're saying? Because wouldn't Second
No,
Life just be
'cause
automatic?
Well, with
you could
Second
just
Life,
have once when you're an egg. What's the status that you get skipped over in turns?
Stun?
exhaust.
Yeah.
You're talking about exhaust.
No,
No,
stun.
No, but with Second Life, don't you come back exhausted?
You do come back exhausted. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't think there's going to be a channel. I think it's just going to happen.
Mhm.
I understand maybe for Resurrect, I get that. Like it takes a turn, but Second Life already has the exhaust built in. It already has negative effects built in.
I don't know.
You-
It was that, and just the idea that they're using this new hunt as like
Right.
a way to test these moves. And right now, the big chicken does channel, correct? Before it resurrects.
No. Well, this will be special.
Right.
We'll get it when we see
Well,
it.
that's
But
our show.
no. When it resurrects, it turns the babies into the egg.
Yes.
Then the
Okay,
egg
right, got it.
does a channeling move that requires it that gets it to. So it's kind of like a multi-stage thing, which I don't know if that's exactly how it's going to be with Resurrect. But you know what I mean. I don't know how the players will do it versus how the Rockbox do it. But yeah, if they're adding more kind of stages to these high level traits, I think some people who have spent a lot of money making those heroes are going to be upset.
Well, I think that there have been so many made at this point due to the Dark Summoning Pit and the
Right.
long amount of time that we've had nothing to do but summon, that there may be more out there than they originally wanted, and they have to be or nerfed further than they originally wanted. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Just a
Perhaps.
thought. What else did I have?
All right. Also, shout out the Fight Club thing is this Friday.
Oh yeah.
Grady and Dreamer are gonna be fighting in that thing. I honestly I think I got.
Did he say, is Kong gonna be there in his corner?
That'd be amazing. I think he was just saying he's my corner man. Like
Okay, I wasn't sure, and I would love to see that if Kong actually.
if he was actually there, that'd be wild.
That'd be so cool. Shout out Kong, too, though. We don't give him enough love.
Yeah, I would love if he was there. But that's Friday, and they did the giveaway thing for it, and I think I won it. But also, I'm not really quite positive, just because like I haven't seen it's 30,000 if you won it, and I haven't seen that in my karate app, so maybe I did it wrong.
But wait, you checked the addresses and you won?
Yeah, it looks like I was in the winning category. I don't know.
Why are you saying
They confirmed they
it
paid
weird?
out?
Did you confirm?
I don't know, because
there?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I don't know if it's been delivered yet. I haven't seen it in my app. But I found my name on the list of winners. Yes.
You're saying it in such a weird way. You confirmed your address was on the list of winners. Your exact number address.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you won.
Congrats, you won. Congratulations.
I don't know. I just feel like I did
That's a
something
major
wrong.
award.
And KP just confirmed you'll have it on Thursday.
It'll be there by Thursday. All right, great, perfect. I bet you guys won too. Did you buy that one?
I bought 3 geese. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I bought. That's all I bought too. It was basically 1 and 2. One.
But you also had like
Gen
one
Zeros?
chance of one ticket
Yes.
of winning Gen Zero. Yeah.
Yeah, you've won 2 Gen Zeros, and now
the odds of this one was 50 out of 159. Like,
oh, I said I was gonna give away heroes. Fuck.
no, let's sign off. We'll do it next week.
Next week.
All right. How about this? The way to enter is to leave a comment, because I hear that's good for the algo.
Okay,
Leave a comment on the video, not in the chat here, but like on the comment section.
in
And
YouTube.
like and subscribe if you want to. That'd be cool. We're getting close to 500 subs.
We are. We should do something for that. Oh yeah! Shout out to Jewelers when they get to 400. Dax gave away like 2 mythic heroes.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I don't care about this podcast enough to do that. But
Yeah.
shout out to them though. They deserve to have more subs than us. They're
They're a lot of fun. Did you watch the last one?
I'm
slept through half of
halfway
it.
through.
He slept through half of it.
Oh, see, that's spoilers. I'm not at a
Oh,
part
sorry.
where Mega woke up yet. I'm glad he's okay though, because it was starting to get.
it was
like,
stressful.
fuck, is
It was
Mega
stressful
okay?
for a
Like,
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that I'm halfway through that one.
Yeah, it's good. They
Backed up
put
on
up
all my pods.
fun content. All right. Final thoughts. Final comments.
Yeah, like 20 minutes ago.
Thanks.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this freaking void hunt. I'm losing it.
This has been an episode of Bogside Chats for friends and for Guy Kid. My name is Matty Pesk. Let's go Void Hunt this week, and we will see you next week.
See y'all.
Love you guys.